The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Love. He's going to test this secondary right away. He's got it! That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's Jacobs. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And this time, he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive. And an early 6 points.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. From the gun, it's Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 42-yard line.
Love to throw it on first down. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Love to throw on 1st and 10. This one is caught by Reed. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Going up top. To the goal line and in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's Dobbins. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as the tackle's made at the 36.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll give it to Dobbins. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter.
Chargers 7.
Pistol here for Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so Give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
He'll take off again. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. And in this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll run again.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Love to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Herbert.
Hey, babe.
He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Herbert now on 1st down. This one complete to Palmer. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First down, Chargers.
Throwing again, Herbert. Now he'll run. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal.
A 47-yard attempt.
And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. Halftime now at Lambeau. And the Packers are on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman. And our EA Sports halftime report. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Disley downfield. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They'll run it with Gus Edwards. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. This is intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
That's gone.
And the Packers are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain of 15 and a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Love. That one on target to Watson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Back to throw is Love. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
A gain of 10 yards. Stop short of the goal line.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he will dive into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st down, Herbert. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert to the air again. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Chargers.
Now Herbert again. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That complete to Jacobs. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Love. Right back to Watson. Another grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Here's Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. It is a gain of 16. They get the third down conversion by about a yard.
That's another Green Bay Packers.
Love to throw it on first down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead.
That was amazing. Hey, you've been crossing lately a lot when you're in the house. What? No, I haven't. You have. Then you just run it straight in your hair out. Straight in your hair out. So you're not going out when you want to do. Where you want to go? You know where I'm going. What do we watch in the meantime? That's fine. Dave! What? I gotta put something on. I have one more shot, but I gotta take it on Wednesday. I don't have no shots anymore. Cool. Why do you do that? Huh? Why I do that? I did that. I'm sorry. Huh. What is this? Oh, man. What'd you do? Hey, my back. What'd you do? Hey, my back. My back. Your back? Yeah, that's what she did. You did? Mike. You did? Mike. How was she? Mike? Do you want me to try it? get Colette? Now you're never gonna get it.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like, oh, I feel better now. You go back to 23. No point to take you out of pain.
I don't feel better. I mean, I feel a little better.
What do you want to eat?
I got that leftover brisket.
Okay. No. Yeah, pimple forming right here.
Yay. Why not? I mean, what? AI is really starting to take over. I think its job is to turn humans into props. And I think it's working.
Can you call it 2 p.m. instead of Wednesday? Question mark.
Sorry.
It's your fault. What's that from?
The loving.
Oh. I want to watch something. I don't know what to watch. I sound super British. I was like, what a watch.
That wire is down there pretty deep.
What are you trying to plug?
The heating pad. You gotta heat shit. That is even a utensil. I mean, a tool.
Or
A tool.
This is it.
Yeah.
Reach. Got it?
Ooh.
You have
Whew.
Damn it.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La la.
Who's that?
It's us. Sounded like tards.
Why did it record us?
Huh?
Why did it record us?
It records everything.
Who's recording?
The PlayStation. Do you hear me now, PlayStation?
His lag.
There's the lag. I cheat with the lag. You wanna know how I cheat with the lag? It's let me do random. This is how I cheat with the lag. Because I'll do a play, right? On the screen. And then after the play happens, I'll look at the TV and it'll be delayed. Well, I already did the play, so I know what to look for. So let's say I see something else, then I'll just do it on the next play. I think that's cheating.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field.
Yeah, picture the middle.
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll set up a throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Barkley, inside handoff. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run it here with Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, Goff. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw is Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 47 yards. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. This 2nd and 4. Now it's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Goff. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. This will be caught by Brown. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it with Barkley. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Off to the races. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Now Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. St. Brown on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Here comes second down at 5. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here we go on fourth. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. This is first and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able.